All right, welcome back, everybody. Ciaz, are you still there, my friend?
I'm here, Ami. I'm here.
Okay, we don't have your webcam, but we have your voice, and we still haven't gotten the cast off together, have we?
No, I think that this is gonna work. I think we got it this time. I'm feeling confident.
Okay, cross your fingers, everybody. First, we just want to get one off with audio, right, guys? And then maybe later we'll be greedy and try to bring the video back. It was nice to see the fighting spirit from OMGPOP to get himself back into this contest. This is a bronze match for $150. This is our $1,000 1v1 tournament. These guys are playing for third place. After this series finishes, we will have the headline event. It's so great. We got the two fighters. They're waiting in the wings. They're watching us right now. We got Lovenest and Jezelyn. They're hanging out. They're like, the trainer's like keeping them warm. They're putting on the gloves. They're hearing the cheers out in the stadium while OMGPOP and Cruzz throw blows at each other and tanks are destroyed and positions are won and victory points are raised, and they're like meanwhile trying to stay warm, doing clicking exercises, The main event is about to start. Jezelyn and Lovenest coming up after the conclusion of this third place match. This is a best of 5. Cruzz up 2-1. Let's see if he can close it out. He's going to be Soviets this time. We're going to go right into game. Here we go. Come on in with me, folks. I'm paused at 5 seconds. CS, I'm going to unpause in 3, 2, 1. Unpause. 8, 9, 10, 11. Are we in sync?
All right. We are in sync. Yes, sir.
Okay, most excellent. I believe my overlay is correct. Let's get that fog of war off for you guys. Man, let me tell you what. My job is just a little bit easier now that we have observer mode. I don't have to worry about you guys seeing resources. You always see the resources. You always see the armies. I'm excited about that. Thank you, Relic, for brand spanking new observer mode. It has made this tournament a whole different kind of animal, and we are thrilled to bring you the first ever really live observer mode based Company of Heroes tournament. We've been wanting this for 5 or 6 years, and now we have it, and we're just getting started. This is the first one ever. We're just going to get better and better at this. But I should stop rambling, and I should introduce the players. In the southwest corner of Samoski, leading this third place best of 5 bronze match 2-1. It's our player in the yellow trunks. Are you ready to do the fan noises? I hope so. Representing Finland, it's Cruzz.
Woo! Go Cruzz.
Wow. You are a fan noise noob. It's amazing.
I am.
Everybody who does it the first time sucks at it. No offense. I love you, Ciaz, and you know that. But I need a little more effort from you on this one. Okay, here we go.
What if I introduce Pop and you do the fan noises so you can show me how it's done?
Yeah, maybe later. For right now, I'm going to give you another chance at it. Okay, you can't like change the announcer in the middle of the introduction. All right, so fighting is out of the northeast corner, wearing the red trunks, which is appropriate because he is from Canada. Relic is surely cheering from him. I know they're aware of this. I just got a Steam chat from Peter Comse. So all eyes are on Sunday Night Fights, the Yoink Memorial Arena. So, fighting for the OKV, playing the Wehrmacht. His back's up against the wall. He's down 2-1. He needs to get a win in this game so he can force an ace game. It's our number 2 seed and NA Alienware Arena champion, OMGPOP.
Oh, Canada.
Okay. All right. I like it.
I didn't have
I'm a fan of singing. No, I liked it. Still more enthusiasm, some extra, do you have any noise-making devices in your home?
I don't think so.
Surely you must. I have a snare drum. I have a child's plastic horn. Romeo had a harmonica. All right, Ciaz, dude, you're in the game with me finally. Why don't you shoutcast to actually tell us about these early builds and positions from these players?
All right, so Cruzz is going with a pretty old-school build so far, just straight up 4 cons. We'll see if he adds a 5th or not. It's looking like he probably won't, seeing as how he does have enough manpower to add it if he wanted to. Pop going really heavy with 4 Volks, taking a strong position in the center, with those Stern Pioneers garrisoning the house, locking it down, and it looks like he's going to be putting his truck into the position that he'll try and set it up at, that pretty aggressive position on Samoa that he did in the games yesterday.
Okay, these Pionera are being whittled down. They're garrisoning the church, but They're taking some damage. They're down to one man. They're going to hop out the door and retreat. I wonder if these conscripts are going to try to focus them down. Anyway, they've passed the danger zone. They will survive. One of the things we tell new players to this game, don't lose squads. That is the absolute most essential lesson to learn. It's always, of course, much more cost-effective to reinforce than to create new ones. And you always need pioneers, don't you, CS?
Absolutely. There's always things to repair, always things to minesweep. And in the case of Overcommando and the Sturm Pioneers, there's always things to shoot the crap out of.
Yeah, they are great little fighting units if they can close the gap. We see a little bit of harassing happening on the south of the map. Some combat engineers are capping, but really the fight in the center between all of these garrisoned units and these units sitting in the green cover of the wall that surrounds this graveyard, that's where the real story is at the moment. And it looks like OMGPOP is going to win a part of this engagement. These conscripts have to retreat. Some other conscripts are coming out, but man, look how under strength that one squad is, right? It's got all 6 guys, but only about 40% health. They could fall very fast.
They will definitely die quickly as soon as they start fighting. I'm surprised Cruzz might not send them up north to try to decap Pop's fuel or just be annoying with them like that.
He does have a squad up there that's going to try to do just that. Yeah, the squad is so hurt. He's not really putting them into the fight. They're just kind of hanging out. They're too afraid to go fight because they'll die so quickly. Once again, he's having to try to remove a squad from the church. If you could keep an eye on Russian tech, I would be curious if any kind of Molotov upgrade happens in the Russian HQ.
I'll keep an eye on it, and we actually missed a demo charge on the southern side of the map, and those combat engineers ended up picking off the last remaining Volk squad that barely survived the brutal explosion down there.
Wow, nice. I'm glad you made us aware of that. I did miss it entirely, but that's good to know that it happened. So first blood has been drawn. I see an anti-air half-track coming out from the German side.
And this is Pop's typical build, I think, that we've seen. He really likes to get that early Sonderkraftfahrzeug, and I don't know how to say one in German.
Major points. Major points.
I think he will probably try and use it to do the Semois pin on Cruzz, and if he gets that, it could be pretty brutal, although Cruzz has tier 2 up already, so he would have an AT gun available to maybe push that off of his cutoff.
All right, we're watching full screen as OMGPOP cycles units in and out of this very forward house. The Maxim is pretty good at getting units out of houses, isn't it?
It can be. It's not as good as it has been in previous patches, but since it at least outranges the squads, and in this case it's sitting in green cover, it is definitely at a big advantage at shooting into that house as opposed to the squads shooting out of it.
Wow, Cruzz played the proper trick. He put the little mine down, and this anti-air flak half-track walked right into it. We've seen all of the conditions here. We've seen mines get put down and get swept immediately, and then we've seen other ones get put down and players walk right into them. So we've seen the whole gamut.
And unfortunately for Pop, that is a heavy engine damage on that 251 flak. And I don't even know if he noticed that it got engine destroyed. He's
right. Why is he coming forward? I know, what is he doing? I know, right? I mean, he doesn't want to lose it. You know, do the Russians have AT nades yet? They do.
Let's find out. Yeah, they
do.
And
they do. So danger.
That area.
Danger. They're danger close. Oh boy. Okay, a couple conscripts are sent away in the center, but oh man, look at this. Here they come. This could be it for this flak half track.
Yeah,
they're oorahing in. Here we go. They throw the nade, and it does not kill the thing, but there are more conscripts coming. And these Sturm Pionero, they're just late. They're just too late. Ooh, they're down to 3 men. They don't get it off.
He doesn't get the nade off.
Oh my God, they don't get the nade off.
And it got the squad.
Oh, the squad is wiped. Look at this string of bodies of poor conscripts that did everything they could to kill that flak half track, but they just could not get the last hit in.
That's really unfortunate for Cruzz. If that AT nade had gone off, I think he would have been in a really good spot, although he is putting up his tier 3 and he has enough fuel for a T-70 by the time it's going to complete, so we could see another quick T-70 like in that game on Langres.
Wow, you can tell OMGPOP just doesn't have a large fighting force. Look at how these combat engineers have been able to decap the point right next to all of Pop's HQs.
Yeah, Pop only has a fuel point connected. He's pretty much not getting any resources. The map control for Cruzz is great. He has a ton of income. He's going to have a very fast tank, and I don't even know if Pop will be able to afford a Puma by the time that Cruzz's first tank hits the field. That could be a really, really big problem.
So this little half track has no gun at all until it sets up.
Correct. Yeah, it's like a machine gun on wheels basically, except that it's obviously more stronger than a machine gun, but it has that same capacity that it has to set up and deploy before it's able to attack anything. There is, however, a trick you can use. I don't know if Pop has been using it. If you order it to attack ground while it's moving, it'll actually set up and keep driving in the direction that it was going while it's setting up. I don't know if it's intended or if it's just an oversight / glitch, but people can use it and you can take advantage of it once you get used to microing it that way.
Interesting. All right, I haven't noticed that in particular, but we'll keep an eye out for it. All right, the tier 3 is up. The Tankovy battalion, whatever the heck a Tankovy is. It's a Russian-ish word with tank at the front.
Russian word.
So it is complete, and you know the T-70 is available, but he's not calling it in right now, and that leads me to believe he's going to wait for T-34.
He's only 3 fuel away, 2 fuel away, 1 fuel away, so you might as well. He has the manpower too, and I don't see any
there it is.
The T-70 over the T-34 if you can get him at the same time.
It is in production. You can see on the top left of your screen the little construction sign as that T-34 is being built, and when he hits the battlefield, he'll be the big fish.
Absolutely. Pop does not even have a Shrek. He can almost get a Shrek, but 1 Shrek and 1 AT gun against a T-34 going to be a pretty difficult fight for Pop to win.
And, you know, look at Pop. He's so aggressive. You know, I love it, but his forces are spread really thin. And, you know, the conscripts were able to get an AT nade off, and, you know, once again we have this flak half-track suffering from a damaged engine. Wow, it annihilates another squad, though. It kills that Maxim. You know, it takes a long time for one little Pioneer to repair something, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It takes 4 times as long as 4 Pioneers. Since math might be hard for some people.
Math is hard. Here comes the T-34. It's got a beautiful skin, and I can guarantee you that the Russian commander has ordered that thing to go kill that flak half-track immediately.
Yeah, it's got its sights set. The flak half-track is but 1, so it has smoke. It's right next to the T-34, so I don't think the smoke will actually do anything. First shot goes off. Half HP, trying to make it around their building. He does have a Shrek in the house. The house takes a ton of damage from the crush. He does pop the Vet 1. He might maybe get away.
Oh, they're playing the ring around the... Oh, my goodness!
No. The Shrek squad. That's like Pop's only hope was that Shrek squad.
Oh, man. Once again, in the same screen that we framed up yesterday where Love Nest was able to punish OMGPOP with a colossal demo charge, we see once again OMGPOP being punished, this time by the fender of a T-34 that takes this house down and every single Volksgrenadier with it.
Yeah, I wonder if... I think the T-34 actually shot that last shot into there. I wonder if Cruzz was aware that the house was close to dead, or if he maybe just got lucky that the T-34 killed it for him, but that was absolutely huge. And Pop calling in a Puma, so it looks like, you know, despite those major losses, he is still going to try and fight tooth and nail for this game.
You know, we all know from tournament experience that Pop is one of the absolute best players in the world at Company of Heroes 2, but today is not his day.
No, not at all. And yeah, and he doesn't even have the fortifications doctor in this game. You know, maybe if he could get up a Pack 43 next to his reinforced truck, you know, behind that house, he could maybe stall for a Panther or even a KT, but he went with Luftwaffe, and he picked it really early on, and I don't even think he's used anything from it so far, so it's weird that he picked it so soon.
Oh man, we might see the second verse the same as the first. Once again, the T-34 is working at very close range on a house in which the health is just rapidly decreasing, but Pop won't fall for that trick twice in a row. He's going to retreat, but, you know, right through some shock troopers who pick off the first guy, the second guy, the third guy, and
those
they're looking
running straight for that retreat point.
Yeah, they're looking to do just massive damage. They throw a nade in. Oh, okay. Pop has just enough dudes there. to send them away, but man, they got a few licks in on those retreating Folks Grenadiers, and now we have an incendiary barrage right into OMGPOP's supposed strong point. The T-34 is like, let it rain around me, baby. He walks right through the incendiary barrage, takes out the Raketenwerfer, and, you know, with that Shrek squad being down and the Raketenwerfer being down, Pop is cleaned out of anti-tank.
Those Sturms had to retreat through the fire and through the gun of the T-34, and it wiped his only Sturmpiner squad. He has no minesweeping and no repairing.
They perished. I'm looking for the Raketenwerfer. It showed on my icon up there, but it was just trying to retreat off map. That squad was already dead and gone. Yeah, Cruzz is looking like he's on his way to secure the bronze position and the third place money prize. He's looking very comfortable.
Yeah, the only thing that Pop has holding back this T-34 is his Puma, which, if he micros it perfectly, you know, it can win, but it's not easy, and Cruzz is almost enough fuel for another tank, and that will be a huge
Oh, that was a big hit from the Puma on the rear armor of the T-34. He gets another hit on the front armor. I think the T-34 is collecting defensive veterancy. We see the stars popping. The Puma's going to give chase. There are still conscripts there. They're on their bellies, though. They're not going to be able to throw an 18 nade. This Puma's really chasing. He knows the T-34. Oh, wait, what was that? Was that
that was an 18-8 through the hedge from that two-man con squad that's retreating.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, I didn't even see they were there. Over the hedgerow. Man, oh, man, oh. And look at Cruzz. He's able to slip that T-34 back over the bridge, back into the safety of his base. He's got 2 squads of combat engineers that will be tasked with repairing it.
That Puma really needs to get back to his repair track. You know, he doesn't have Sturms anywhere, so the only ability for him to repair comes from that repair track, and you don't want a Puma limping around against tanks. The only advantage the Puma has is its range and mobility.
He will be able to back up just enough to get those little Pioneer working on him, and they should be able to top him off quickly. Pop's still scraping, you know, he's remanning the Raketenwerfer, and he's reinforcing all his guys. He did, once again, splurge for the forward reinforcement point on his battle group headquarters. But here comes a second T-34 from Cruzz.
Pop is moving his third truck into the middle of the map. I'm wondering if he's actually going to spend his 90 fuel on that flak HQ.
He's mad, I tell you.
I'd be mad too.
He's a madman. He's mad angry and he's mad crazy. He's all kinds of mad, that OMGPOP.
Yeah, Cruzz does call in his second T-34, so now we're going to see 2 T-34s and a massive amount of infantry against this poor lone Puma that wants to be a hero.
It's been nice, yes, that we've seen such a variety of armies and commanders, don't you think, in this tournament?
Except for the Auster, yeah. Seeing the OKW, the Soviet, and the US all be competitive is really nice. I think if Relic could give Auster some love, the game is probably pretty close to balanced overall.
Infantry assault! Enemy flanking us!
Okay, Pop trying to survive, trying to keep a toe, trying to keep some kind of foothold, or part of a foot, a pinky toe, in the center of Samosky. He's got all his trucks there. He has to...
Big barrage on that house.
Oh, God. Raketenwerfer, get out.
3 men blown up in the house.
Of course. Of course. It falls around their ears. And they too perish under the planks as the house collapses. And look at the vet popping for conscripts as they push forward. Now, Cruzz has an AT gun to support this push. And that's what he needs to work on the trucks. He is just having... This is Cruzz making a statement for all future tournaments. He says, you know, Pop, you are mine, and I'm going to have you and I'm going to make you remember me. This is how you're going to remember me, buddy. You're going to remember me with 234s in your base, an AT gun, XP flowers everywhere going in my favor. I am making a statement. This third place prize is mine, and you can try again next time, buddy. Everybody, well done to Cruzzy. Congratulations. He is our third place champ. And once again, we see that the Allies have won it.
I think the only thing you forgot was the incendiary barrage that actually killed a whole lot of Overcommand soldiers as well from Cruzz.
That's right, incendiary, T-34s. Oh, man, that one house getting crushed. Ciaz, do you want to try to send me your video? Should we be greedy? Now's the time before we get into our next contest, which, of course, will be the finals between Jeslyn and Lovenest. Jeslyn and Lovenest, you guys, go ahead and start. Feel free. Get that game one up. You have the green light to start your engines, finalists. So, Cruzzy, let's see if we can get you on Skype. Let's be greedy. Let's try to be greedy. I'm accepting the video. And I called you Cruzzy, didn't I? Yes. Well, just get used to it, folks. Get used to it.
You called Cruzz CS the whole time in game. Now you call me Cruzz out of game.
Yeah, and get used to it is what I'm saying, because it's going to happen. Actually, now that we have Jeslyn and Lovenest, hopefully it won't happen anymore. Although I think I'll probably still call you Cruzzy, probably. As my co-caster.
Okay. I mean, Cruzz is a great player and seems like a really cool guy, so I'll take it as an honor being called Cruzzy.
Okay, so you don't mind. That's good spirits. Well,
Exactly.
guys, we got
Don't mind
1,300 viewers. The stage is set. Coming up after this break, we have the grand finals of the Dr. Vox $1,000 Code2.org 1v1 tournament. It's going to be a best of 5 between our number 1 seed and our surprise in a bit of a way, our number 5 seed Lovenest. So we've got a favorite. We've got a David and Goliath. Jeslyn is Goliath, and little David is our German player Lovenest. We'll be back with those guys. Grab yourself something to drink. Get nestled in. I hope you've got us on a huge screen. This is it, the main event coming up next. We'll be right back.